Hey guys, you're here with Razzamajan Presents, and we are checking out update 0.19 on Incur Survival. This update has brought in new weapons and attachments, so let's check them out. So the crossbow isn't new to the update, it was in the previous one, but now we have the ability, if we click this cog here, to attach a scope. And we've got a couple of scopes we can try, and this is the 12 times scope, and you have to drag and drop it into the box. So the 12 times scope is pretty powerful. I mean, you can see so far on the map with it. So we're just going to test it out right now. And as you can see, you get a lot of drop from the bolts when you're shooting from the crossbow. I'll just show you that again. So yeah, that's just something to think about when you're hunting from range, just to take into account the drop of the bolts. Okay, so now we're going to check out the 4 times scope, which I think is a much better option for the crossbow, especially considering that drop and what you can actually see with it. So I just wanted to show you guys a better view from Alcatraz to where we were actually firing from, so you can see the distance that we're actually firing a bit clearer. Okay, so now we're going to run through the guns. We've got the 9mm here, which is an extremely accurate gun. It's quite a good weapon, this one. As you can see the accuracy there on my little shooting range I've set up, even with rapid firing as well. It's still pretty accurate. Then we're on to the assault rifle. Again, this is a pretty accurate gun. You're pretty much hitting the target every time with this, unless you're using hip fire. And you can see the spray is wider than it was on the other mode, quite a bit. Still effective though. So we're just going to chuck on one of the scopes now, and you'll see there's not really any bullet drop. It's pretty much dead on, right in the firing line on the scope. Okay, so next up we have the rocket launcher, which is a really good weapon. You get a real nice curve on the rockets when you fire them as well, as you can see. I mean, it looks good, it sounds good, the explosions look nice. That's a really nice weapon. Okay, next up we have the shotgun with the flashlight attachment. Now this gun is surprisingly accurate down the sights, not so much from the hip fire. I think it's probably about 2 shots to the head on the zombies down the sights. I would say the shotgun is probably my weapon of choice. Okay guys, so moving on to some of the other features that have been added. You can now change the name of the storage boxes to whatever you like. I've chosen Mr. Boxy. They've added a horse which you can ride, and you can use your weapons from, you can mine from, you pretty much do everything from being sat right on top of your horse, which is pretty cool. And it's also useful to know that while you're on your horse can take damage from the enemies that are attacking it, so that's something that you will need to bear in mind so you don't get your horse killed. You also have the ability to craft a bone knife, which is really useful for skinning the animals. It's much quicker, but it's no good at like chopping down trees or anything else. It's just for skinning. And you have the iron knife as well, which you can craft. And same again, it's not ideal for anything else but skinning really. And you compare it to using like the axe for skinning. The axe takes a lot longer. So another cool thing that's been added is you can heal your horse if it's taken damage. You just have to feed it, and as you can see it on the top of the bar there, as you're feeding the animal food, its health is increasing until it gets to full health. And you can also rename your horse to whatever you'd like. One thing I will say guys is, if you like your horse, try not to shoot him in the back of the head. That's just pretty much it. Another new item guys is the medkit, which you'll need bandages and leather to create, and this will actually give you 100 health when you use it. We also have the baked carp, and this will give you plus 40 to your food, which is really good. It's like the best. And then you've got shark meat as well, that gives you plus 35. It's not quite as good. I don't suggest eating it raw. So I think we've pretty much covered everything we need to guys. So if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.